All right, let's dive in and untangle one of the most common and honestly most confusing knots in tech right now. It's about something you probably use every single day, but the names, well, they can be a real headache. So let's get it all sorted out.
You see these terms everywhere, right? USB4, USB-C. You've held the cables, you've plugged them in, and you've probably thought, wait, are these the same thing? Is one better? What is the deal here? It's a fantastic question, and by the end of this, you're going to have a perfectly clear answer, I promise. Okay, so first things first. Let's talk about the part you can actually see and touch. We're going to start with the physical piece of this puzzle, the connector itself, and that is USB-C. When we say USB-C, I want you to think about one thing, and one thing only, the shape of the plug. That's literally it. It's that small, symmetrical, rectangular plug that thankfully has become the standard on pretty much everything from our phones to our laptops.
And you know, there's a reason this connector totally took over. First off, it's reversible. No more flicking it over 3 times to plug it in. We've all been there. Its small size is also key, because it lets our devices get even sleeker. And maybe the biggest deal of all, it can carry up to 100 watts of power. That's enough juice to charge a high-performance laptop, not just your phone.
So that covers the physical part. Now, let's flip to the other side of the coin, the part you can't see. We're talking about the invisible technology, the speed that runs through the cable. And that, my friends, is the protocol known as USB4.
See, USB4 isn't a shape you can hold, it's a specification. Think of it as the rulebook or the brains of the whole operation. It's the official standard that lays down the law on just how fast data can move and what kind of information, we're talking video, data, the whole shebang, can be sent through that connection.
And what a standard it is. The headline number, the big one to remember for USB4, is a staggering 40 gigabits per second. That is a truly incredible amount of data moving almost instantly.
Now, to really wrap your head around that number, let's put it in perspective. An older cable using that exact same USB-C shape might have maxed out at 10 gigabits per second. And if you go way back to something like FireWire, you were looking at a measly 0.4 gigabits per second. USB4 is playing in a completely different league. It's a massive, massive leap in performance.
So, we've got the shape, USB-C, and we've got the speed, USB4. So how in the world do they relate? This right here, this is the aha moment, where it's all going to click.
It's actually really simple when you see it side by side. USB-C is the hardware, right? The physical port you plug stuff into. USB4 is the protocol, the performance standard running through it. And here's the key. That super powerful USB4 protocol requires the versatile USB-C connector to deliver its crazy top speed.
And here it is, the single best way to remember this. Just think of the USB-C port as a big, wide, multi-lane highway. It's the physical road. USB4 is the speed limit on that highway. And just like in real life, you can have the same road, the same USB-C port with different speed limits, or in this case, different USB standards.
To put it plainly, one defines the tech standard, the other defines the physical plug. And this is so important, because it means that not all USB-C ports and cables are created equal. Just because it has the C-shaped port doesn't mean it has that blazing fast 40 gigabits per second USB4 speed limit.
Okay, now that you're an expert on the difference, how do you actually use this knowledge? Let's talk about what to look for when you're out there buying new tech, so you can make a really smart purchase. So who actually needs this top-of-the-line speed? Well, if you're a video editor moving massive 4K files around, or a streamer who needs absolutely flawless video quality, or maybe a gamer where zero lag is the only option, then yes, USB4 is made for you. That speed makes a real, tangible difference.
So how do you make sure you're getting the real deal? It's a simple 3-step check. First, look for that physical USB-C port. That's the easy part. Second, and this is crucial, you have to check the device's official specs. It must say, right there in black and white, that it supports USB4. And finally, don't skimp on the cable. Make sure you get one that's certified to handle that full 40 gigabits performance. It really does matter.
And there you have it. The distinction is clear. USB-C is the port, USB4 is the power. It's a killer combination that just blows away old bottlenecks and opens up incredible possibilities for speed and creativity. So with that kind of performance at your fingertips, the only real question left is, what are you going to create next?